Hi guys, how are you today? Are you okay? Yes, I'm also good myself, thank you. What? You're excited? Why are you excited, Buse? Oh, you are going on vacation. Where are you going? To Bodrum. And when are you going? When are you leaving? What are your plans? This weekend. Okay, and Ida, you, where are you going? To Antalya. And when? Next week. Okay, you, Ada, where are you going? Or you're going to Europe? When do you leave? In a month. Okay, I wish you lots of fun. And yes, me, I'm also going on vacation. Actually, I'm leaving tomorrow. That's nice. We all have plans, future plans, actually. Not right now. We have future plans. We're going to make holidays, summer holidays. Okay, let's see. Let's put our future plans on this timeline I prepared. But first of all, I have to ask you, what day do we have today? Yes, today is, you're right, today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, now still Tuesday. So what can we say? Tuesday is the present on this timeline. Very important. This is the present. I also put a picture on the timeline, me in the present, like I'm looking right now. Now let's go a little bit back in the day, back in the week. What does that mean? Let me ask you, what day was yesterday? Yes, yesterday was Monday. Good. And what can we say other things about yesterday? It was in the past. You're right, it was in the past. Can you tell me also other past things? Yes, last year, last month, last week, last Tuesday, last week, last year, all written down. So what kind of picture do you think is coming up right now? Yes, a baby picture. This is me in the past many, many years ago. So what did we say? We said that we made future plans. What is the future? Tomorrow is the future. What day do we have tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow is, let's see, Wednesday. Wednesday is in the future. What are other future days or weeks? Next month, next year, next weekend, or next Tuesday, next week, next year. I also wanted to show myself in my future, but that's not possible. So I picked a picture, this one. This is how I want to look when I'm like 60 years old or something. It's very funny. So today, what can we say? We are going to learn to speak about the future. This means we talk about any time after now, not the past, like last Tuesday, last week, last year, things that happened before today, not the present, things that are happening right now, like we having this conversation about our future plans. No, we are talking about the future. Talking about the future means to talk about any time after now. This is when we have to use the future tense. To use the future tense, there are two basic ways to talk about the future. First of all, we have to decide, is the situation that we're talking about something that we planned in advance or something that is not planned? What does that mean? For example, if you want to go to a concert, you have to go online, check some events, look at the dates for concerts, and you have to buy your ticket, and you have to decide how you will go there. This is advanced planning. Or if you want to go to a vacation, you also have to decide where to go, when to go, make your reservations, decide if you're flying by plane or going by train. This is also planning in advance. An unplanned situation is when you decide to do something right away at that moment. You have a short thinking time. The decision is made very quickly. So let's take a look at both situations. Planned situations, we are going to express with going to. Unplanned situations, we are going to express with will. For example, you're sitting in your living room, your sister comes out of your room, and you ask her, where are you going? And she says, I'm going to get some water. Well, she left her room because she's thirsty. She planned it. She planned and decided to stand up and go in the kitchen and drink some water. And at that moment, you say, I'll get some too. Was it planned? No, you decided at that moment. It's very short thinking time, like said before. So let's take a quick look at the structure of will and going to. Let me change the page. Sorry, something happened. Let me change the page. Okay, good. Let's see. First of all, we talk about the will future. As you see, here are the subjects: I, you, we, they, he, she, and it. We use the word will and the base form of the verb and the base verb. So let me explain it to you. Yes, I will drive, you will drive, they will drive, he will drive, she will drive, it will drive. When you use the will form, when it's an informal situation, you just can say, you can shorten it. Instead of I will, you can use I drive, you'll drive, we'll drive, they'll drive, she'll drive, it'll drive. And if you want to make the negative form of it, you use not. You put the not in front of the base verb. Like in the example, he will not drive, or she will not drive, they will not drive, she will not drive. Oh, I repeated myself, okay. And if you want to shorten it, like we shortened the will before, you will, we just say he won't drive instead of he will not drive. It's shorter. And if you want to make the question form, we just change places. We say, will you drive tomorrow? Or will they drive tomorrow? Or will she drive tomorrow? This is the will form. So, and when we are using the other one, the going to form, we use the subject, the verb to be, the going to structure, and the base verb. So how do we say that? When we would say it in the long version, it would be, I am going to drive, you are going to drive, we are going to drive, they are going to drive, he is going to drive, she is going to drive, it is going to drive. Yes, can you repeat it? Yes, and I also want you to write it down in your notebooks so that later you can check it and repeat it. Okay, good. So, but we also can shorten the to be verb. Instead of I am going to drive, you just say I'm going to drive. Instead of you are going to drive, we just write you're going to drive. We're going to drive, they're going to drive, he's going to drive, she's going to drive, it's going to drive. And if you want to make the negative form with the going to structure, we also put a not in front of the going to, like as in the example below, you are not going to drive. We are not going to drive. Or they are not going to drive. But we also, like before, we can shorten it. Instead of you are not going to drive, we just can say you aren't going to drive. Both are okay. You can use the one which you are more comfortable with. And if you're getting more used to it, you're going to use you aren't going to drive, because when you learn it, then you're more comfortable with it. So, and if you want to make the question form, we just, again, change places. Instead of she's going to drive, we say, is she going to drive the car? Or is he going to drive the car? Or is she going to drive the car? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, good. Now I want to say also, we have to take a quick look at points we have to keep in mind when we use both futures. We, like said before, there's the planned one and the unplanned one. Let's first look at the planned one. In the planned one, we use going to, the expression going to. This is planned. I'm going to work until noon today. He has planned it in advance. He decided just to work until noon. Or we use going to when it is already decided, like planned is also a decision, and already decided. He's going to eat pizza tonight. He doesn't want to eat anything else. He decided to eat pizza tonight. When you're certain of something, she's going to study in Germany next year. I'm so certain about that. In unplanned situation, we use will, like, I'll join you in a few minutes. Something happened, and somebody said to John, do you come? And John said, I'll join you in a few minutes. In uncertain situations, she'll probably visit her grandma in Germany. I'm not sure about that. She can visit her, maybe she doesn't. She'll probably visit her grandma in Germany. Something when something is possible. I think she'll be accepted in the university. It can happen, but maybe it also doesn't happen. When we make predictions, we can use both of the forms, like the teacher said you are going to become a great writer, or the teacher said you'll become a great writer. Both possible. So now let's make a few examples for planned and unplanned situations. Let's see if I can also write it down here. Just a second. I will write it down. I found it. So, planned situations. Can anybody make a sentence? Planned with eat, drive, and write. Okay, I'm listening. Okay, you think a little bit, and I'm waiting for you. Okay, finished? Good. So, yes, who said? What do you think of? Good. She is going to eat dinner tonight with her friends. This is correct. She is going to eat dinner tonight with her friends. Yes, Arda? Okay. He is going to drive the car, yes, to his brother's house. Okay. Yes, Ida? Okay. She is going to write her essay tomorrow. Well done. And now, some examples for the unplanned situation. Yes. Okay, good. I'll go there tomorrow. Good. Somebody asked you about something and you said, I'll go there tomorrow. Okay. Good. Maybe I'll meet you later. Yes. I'll. She is, what should we say? Going to become a, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't she is going. Okay, we have to stick to the will. You're right, it was my mistake. She will become a teacher. No, let's do it like this. She will probably, yes. She probably will become a teacher. Now we have it. Yes, you're right. So now I want you to do some homework. I want you to plan in advance a little writing piece about your future, like a letter to your future self. Is that okay? Talk to yourself. How do you want yourself to be in the future? Like my picture with my 60 years old. I would love to talk to that ourselves in like 20 years later. Yes, write me your essays and send it to me in like 1 week from now. Okay? Thank you so much. Goodbye.